has role player followed by your name. I'll be sharing two forms in the chat window. So one is for the members to mark their attendance, and the other one is for the guests to share their details so that our VP membership would reach out to them. I'll share these forms in the WhatsApp as well. So have a great day. I now hand over the control to the presiding officer. Over to you, Toastmaster Preeti. Preeti, are you speaking? We're not able to hear you.
She is muted.
Sorry, I was on mute and there was a lag from my side. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. How are you all? So today, I'm happy to open our 627th meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club. Do we have any guests offline? Okay, online we have Kalpesh Patel, who is so familiar with our club. Kalpesh, you can introduce yourself once again.
Hi, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Myself, Kalpesh Patel. I am working in Controller Data Center as a program manager. I may live in Gujarat, Ahmedabad. I had a joined Toastmaster just 2 years before, but due to some personal commitment, I couldn't continue. So that's why I'm looking for this, Toastmaster club where I can join offline, because nowadays all the clubs has, started offline. But I have a lot of work pressure, so I couldn't join as a physically. So I'm looking for the club where I got the chance for hybrid kind of thing, where if there is feasible, I can join as a online, so that I would learn a lot of things from the people. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you'll enjoy the meeting today.
Preeti, there's one more guest here in offline mode. Yeah. You need to introduce your name and how do you came about this club, all those things, this plan. Yes, yeah. Proceed. Yes.
Yeah, good morning all. My name is Param Guru. So I'm coming from Chennai. So
can you please come closer to the mic? It is not audible.
yeah, very good morning all. So my name is Param Guru. So I'm coming from Chennai. So how I heard Toastmasters while I was searching for this public speaking courses online. So I found Toastmaster in while searching in Google. So I thought of joining Toastmaster. So when I just went through this website, so I'm searching for this nearby club, and I got this here. So I thought of want to check what are that's one. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and it is a great platform for your to improve your communication and leadership. Please keep in touch with Toastmaster Anand, who's present offline. He'll guide you about the membership process. And we have one more guest online. The name guest. Can you please unmute and introduce yourself, and please explain how you come to know about Toastmasters? Someone with the name guest. Are you there? Okay, let's move on to our session. So today's Toastmaster of the day is Toastmaster Priyadarshini, and she is one of the active members of our club. And I'm happy to welcome her for this meeting, to host this meeting. Priyadarshini, please take the stage.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Preeti. Thank you. Good morning, all. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It's actually indeed a privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to 627th meeting Okay, we have a couple of guests. So for the benefit of guests, let me explain the structure of any Toastmaster meeting. The meeting will be having 3 sessions. One will be a prepared speech session, and another will be an impromptu session where you'll be given any topic and you have to speak for 2 minutes. And the third, the most important, will be an evaluation session where the evaluators will be evaluating the prepared speeches which was given in the earlier part of the session. So this is how any Toastmaster sessions will be divided into. Okay, so before moving on to the further things, let me explain the today's word of the day and the theme of the day. Today's word of the day is vision. I think it is a very simple word, vision. I hope everybody knows the meaning of it, but let me give you the root word of vision. The root, it comes from the Latin vis, that is somebody's ability to see. And we have heard people telling what is your vision for future. That comes from a root word from Anglo-French vision. That is something seen in the imagination or in the supernatural. So that is how the vision or root word vis and somebody's ability to see that has come up. So can somebody or can anybody tell what all the related words which comes from the same root word vis? What all other words you know which comes from the root word vis, which has the similar meaning with
Visionary.
Visionary, good. What else?
Visibility.
Visibility, yes. Then?
Forecasting.
No, with the root word vis, of course.
Visualization.
Sorry?
Visualization.
Visualization, yes. Then there are a lot more. Where do we see our pictures? Where do we see the movie and all?
Visual image. Visual.
Television. That is also coming from the word vis. So there are a lot of words which comes from the root word vision. A few are given: vision, visual, visible, invisible, television. Advice is also coming from the word vis. That is to tell someone the way you see towards a particular matter. That also has a root word vis. Visit, when you go and visit someone, that is also vis, coming from visit, vis root word. Visitor. And also there is a variant vid. Vid also has a variant with vis, video. Video also has a similar meaning. Provider, that is also one who sees for you so that you have something you need. And evidence, that also is coming from the same root word. Revise, to see again. So these are all related words which comes from the same root word. And today's theme of the day is bullseye. Anybody here knows the meaning?
Proper aim and execution.
What is that, Anirudh?
Proper aim and education. Execution. Yes.
Proper aim. Yeah, it is center of the target. The word means is center of the target. Of course, proper aim, bullseye. That means
Direct hit.
Direct hit. Yes. Okay. Absolutely. So we'll talk more about bullseye, and there is a story related to that as well. We'll talk about it. Before that, let's introduce the general evaluator. The general evaluator for today is Toastmaster Saravana, and he has a team which he will be introducing. Toastmaster Saravana is working as a piping engineer in DOW, and his favorite pastime is reading books, playing with his kid. Over to you, Toastmaster Saravana, to explain your responsibility and introduce your team.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm happy to play the role of general.
Can you come a little closer to the mic, please?
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm happy to play the role of general evaluator of this session. As a general evaluator, my purpose is to evaluate everything that goes around the meeting, start to the end of the meeting. I will also note the things which are going as per the plan and which are deviating from the plan. And in this process of evaluation, I'm assisted by a set of 3 people who play the roles like, namely, timer, R counter, grammarian. Today is the role of timer is being played by Jacob, Toastmaster Jacob. Toastmaster Jacob, he works as a project coordinator in R.R. Donnelly Company. He has 9 years of experience in computer graphics design. His favorite pastime is reading books, listening music, cooking, and watching movies, and also reading crime novels. Over to you, Toastmaster Jacob, for your describing your timer rule.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning for Toastmasters and guests. My role as a timer is to note down the time taken by all the speakers. The time limit for speeches are, for prepared speeches, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. I will show green at 5 minutes, amber at 6 minutes, and red at 7 minutes with 30 seconds grace time. For the table topics, the time limit is 1 to 2 minutes. I will show green at 1 minute, amber at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red at 2 minutes with 30 seconds grace time. For evaluation, the time limit is 2 to 3 minutes. I will show green at 2 minutes, amber at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red at 3 minutes with 30 seconds grace time. For educational session, the time limit is 20 minutes. I will show green at 15 minutes, amber at 17 minutes, and red at 20 minutes. For speakers using PPT, I will ping the color of the timer cards in the chat window at the respective time intervals. At the end of the meeting, I will submit my report to the General Evaluator. All the best to all the speakers. Thank you, and over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Jacob, Toastmaster Jacob, for explaining the role of the timer. Now we have a second role player that is R counter, which is being played by Toastmaster Muthu. Toastmaster Muthu is a biomedical engineer working in Lotus Surgicals in Pondicherry. His favorite hobbies are playing cricket, blogging, and podcasting. He also is much interested in reading books and listening to educational articles online. Over to you, Toastmaster Muthu, for explaining his counter rule.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. I hope I'm audible and visible.
Yeah, you are visible. Audible.
Thank you. The purpose of the R counter is to note any overused words or fillers, sounds used as a crutch by anyone who speaks during the meeting. Words may be inappropriate interjunctions such as and, well, but, so, and you know. Sound may be or er. As R counter, at the end of the meeting, I will support my report to the General Evaluator. And thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Muthu, for explaining us the counter rule. Coming back to the third role player, that is Toastmaster Madhusudana. Is he available? Okay, in the absence of Madhusudanan, Toastmaster PJ Karthik will be handling the role. PJ Karthik works as an engineer in Caterpillar. Over to you, PJ Karthik.
Good morning, all, to the people present in the offline as well as online. So I'm going to do the role of grammarian today. The objective of this role is note down the correct usage of the words in the speakers, and then note down the usage of the word of the day and the theme of the day. Today's word of the day is vision and theme of the day is bullseye. So I encourage all the speakers to use word of the day and theme of the day. And also at the end of the meeting, I'll submit the entire observations on the good usage of the language, errors, and the usage of word and theme of the day to the entire meeting. So over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, PJ Karthik, for taking the role in a short notice, very short notice. With this, we end our introduction as a General Evaluator as well as tag team. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saravana. So thank you very much for explaining your responsibility and introducing your team. So let's move on to the prepared speech session. We have Madhupriya, Toastmaster Madhupriya, to give her speech in the pathway motivational strategies. Before introducing her, let me call upon her evaluator, DTM Rao sir, to explain the project objective.
Happy morning, Toastmaster Day, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Toastmaster Madhupriya is giving level 4 project, building a social media presence. So most of you know the pathways projects, we have two purpose statements. One is for project and the other one is for speech. The purpose of this project is for the member to apply his or her understanding of social media to enhance and establish our new social media presence. That is a project purpose. Speech purpose to share some aspects of his or her experience establishing or enhancing a social media presence. Time manager, please note down. Time is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Madhupriya.
Thank you, DTM Rao sir. So Madhupriya, Toastmaster Madhupriya is a lawyer by profession, working as a law officer at REPCO. She is our current area director of H1 and she has published 2 books, The Sixth Finger in English and Yen Pena Munail in Tamil. Over to you, Toastmaster Madhupriya.
Is my voice audible? Am I visible?
Yes, yes.
Good morning, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear friends. So let me ask this question. How many of you have a social media account? Then all hands are up. Okay, let me ask this question in this way. How many of you don't have social media accounts? Yes, it's very hard to find people who actually don't have social media accounts. But I was till 2015. My father thought a girl or a woman, the most exposed way of getting spoiled is by giving her a smartphone. Therefore, till 2015, I was using a basic model Nokia phone. And actually, I don't know what is WhatsApp, Facebook, and no social media accounts. But in 2015, I got my first smartphone. And after making use of it, I realized social media is like a knife. You can either use it to cut a fruit to eat or cut your throat. I use Facebook as a record of my achievements. Every technology advancement has both positives and negatives, and it is all about how we use it. Social media is an internet-based form of communication. Social media refers to the means of interactions among people in which they create, exchange information, ideas in virtual communities and networks. There are many social media platforms like blogs, a platform for casual dialogue and discussions on a specific topic, Facebook, the world's largest social network, and it has around 1.55 billion monthly active users. We can create profiles, add friends, exchange messages, put status, so many things in Facebook. Twitter, this is something I like because there is a character limit for Twitter, 140 character limit. So within that, you're supposed to share your message. More or less like Telegram. Then you have YouTube where you can post videos, then Flickr for sharing your videos and photos, and then LinkedIn, a place where groups of professionals with similar areas of interest can share information and participate in conversation. This project, level 4 elective project, demands me to establish a new social media presence or enhance an existing social media presence. So let me ask this question. How many of you know that I have a YouTube channel? Yes. Can anyone? Yes, thank you. Can anyone say the name of it?
Sirpavanam.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. So I feel so happy that you people know about my YouTube channel and its name. My channel, Sirpavanam, was created in November 2019, and currently it has around 210 subscribers, and I've posted around 40 to 45 videos in it. Sirpavanam is basically a place where sculptors sculpt their sculptures. Sculptors sculpt their sculptures. Sirpangal Seyyumidam. I named it as Sirpanam because my YouTube channel is an educational and motivational channel. I started this channel mainly to motivate, inspire people on life lessons, talk about my views on feminism, and also to share about Toastmasters and public speaking. It somewhat related to, you can say, mind, personality development, positivity. And so I named it Sirpavanam, the self-construction. I'm not a great YouTube influencer, but I'm happy that I've taken that initiative to start a channel, which was my long-term plan. I'm not a techie basically, so I really found it very hard to understand the mechanisms of starting a YouTube channel, how people get more views, more likes. So that was basically very hard to understand because everything has a technical background behind it. But something that gave me confidence was Toastmasters organization and my Toastmasters friends in Madras Toastmasters. In 2017, when I joined Toastmasters Club, I still remember me reading a poem that was written by me. And Toastmaster Kavita came and asked, Madhu, do you have a blog to read all your poems? And that was a start. I created a blog. And she was a great inspiration to me because she had a YouTube channel and she was a great inspiration as a person, as a YouTuber. And seeing her, I got the thought that sparked to start a YouTube channel. So I'm always having great gratitude for being such an inspiration. Toastmaster Kavita, thanks for that. In fact, Toastmasters from Madras Toastmasters Club, they gave me so much of encouragement, so much of support, and they were the main reason who kept me going. Starting from the content designing, how to frame title, tags, creating thumbnails, for everything. I did not have a team, but I did it myself. So the 6 main qualities of a YouTube influencer: patience, creativity, irresistible consistency, time management skills, technical knowledge, and perseverance. These are the 6 main qualities a YouTuber should have. When I started my YouTube channel, I told my husband to share the link with my friends and his friends. And he said, no, you create videos in such a way that when people see your channel, they themselves feel like subscribing your channel. And don't go ask people to subscribe. In turn, create strong videos and quality videos so that they themselves wanted to subscribe to your channel. He said this in 2019, and I still remember that. Many a times during my maternity, I felt like locking my YouTube channel because I was not consistent in it. But what if quitting becomes a habit? So, my dear Toastmasters, I nowadays post at least 2 videos a month. Dear Toastmasters, I would like to conclude by saying one thing. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid of standing still. Today I have 210 subscribers. Who knows? Tomorrow 210,000. Over to Toastmaster of it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhupriya. That was a very inspiring speech. Thank you very much. Okay, so next is actually a educational session. But before that, let me take some time. When we were talking about the bullseye, the theme of the day, there is a story in Mahabharata. How many of you have heard? It's on the similar line. Does anybody know there is a story?
Yes. Arjuna, Dronacharya.
Ah, yes, right. So maybe I'll quickly, for people who do not know, my version of that, or the one which I heard. Actually, there was a talk among you know about the Pandavas and Duryodhanas. Sorry, Pandavas and the Kauravas, and their guru is Dronacharya. And one day, Dronacharya overheard Duryodhana, who is the eldest of Kaurava, saying that he is always favoring Arjuna. He is showing partiality towards Arjuna. He is not giving lessons to everybody equally. So he wanted to prove that wrong. So what he did is he gave up a test. So he tied a wooden bird on a tree, which is quite far. He tied a wooden bird on a tree and asked everybody to target that eye of the wooden bird. That was the target the bird actually. So that was, and before they target the bird, they have to tell what they see. So he asked with Duryodhana, he asked him, what do you see? He said, I see trees, I see branches, I see a bird, I see sky, I see a lot of things. Then he didn't ask him to shoot. He just asked to Yudhishthira, what do you see? Yudhishthira also said the same thing. I see a bird, I see the branch, I see a tree, I see trees around. So he asked the same question to rest of all the crowd, and they all repeated the same thing. But when he asked this question to Arjuna, he said, I see the eye of the bird. Then Duryodhana, are you not seeing the tree? He said, no, I'm seeing the eye of the bird. He then asked, are you not seeing the branch? No, I'm seeing the eye of the bird. And then he made him shoot or leave the arrow, and he just got the target right. So this story is told in our school days that, you need to have a clear vision of your target. You need to have the clear vision of what is your target. You should not have distract with the surroundings. So that the story is given as the focus, how focused you should be with your target so that you can achieve. So with the story, I'm handing over to Toastmaster PJ Karthik. Toastmaster PJ Karthik work in Caterpillar as a CPI black belt. His hobbies are reading and exercise, and he is giving an education session today, a preparation and practice. So this session will help us to understand the strategies to be used in preparation of the speech and how to deliver a best speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Karthik.
Yeah. Thank you, TMOD. People who are in online can able to see me clearly?
Yes.
Yeah. So before I start, so there's a request for the timer. This is a 18 to 20 minute speech. So just show me green at 18, amber at 19, and red at 20, and 30 seconds grace time. So Preeti, you're sharing the screen? Yes, yeah. So just go to the first slide. When I tell you, you can move on to the next stage. Just can you be, yeah, thank you. Preeti, you can go to presentation mode. You are sharing? Yeah, yes, fine. Toastmaster Anand? 6. No, just go to the first slide. Yes, yeah. So timer, you can start the time now. Sweat in peace so that you do not bleed and war. This is my favorite quote, which explains about the importance of the preparation and practice which is required to master any skill. Before going on to this entire educational session, let me ask you a question. This question is for the guest also. Why are you here? Why are you here in Toastmasters? Why? People from online, can someone answer me now? Why are you part of Toastmasters on Sunday morning meeting? Yes, one is that to improve communication skill. Another one
To improve leadership.
To yourself and
Yeah.
how we can better from ourselves.
Yes.
How we can get the better version for ourselves.
So it means that I have got varied answer. I'll combine the answers into one single one. So it means that you have a vision of yourself, vision of your communication skill and leadership skill. You have taken a step. This Toastmasters, attending Toastmasters meeting is a step towards that vision. Yes. Now you have understood why you are here in Toastmasters. Why? Because you have a vision on your communication skill and leadership skill that you need to achieve it. Now, how you're going to do that? How you're going to achieve that vision? Yes, I'm going to tell you in 3 terms: why, how, and what. So, how you need to do, how you need to achieve excellence in communication skills. Yes, practice consistently. In Toastmasters term, let's say if you want to, I can give an example, I can give an analogy. If you want to learn swimming, just get into water. If you want to learn communication skill, give speeches. So you have to deliver excellent, scintillating, and thought-provoking speeches. So what are the steps you need to do to deliver an excellent and thought-provoking speeches? Those are the strategies which you're going to learn today. So this strategy is not only confined to Toastmasters setup. It is applicable to anywhere where you need to give a public speaking. Anywhere is nothing but, let's say your company is going to host a event where you are the MC of that event. So in that case also, these strategies are applicable. Yes. Now, are we going to reinvent the wheel? You would have seen the experienced speakers, accomplished public speakers, speaking with a flow and speaking with eloquently. And now you may ask a question: are we going to learn something from their strategies also, or we are going to reinvent the wheel completely? Now we are going to do the first one. That is easy. We are going to learn the strategies used by the experts in the communication skill field. So with respect to Toastmasters, I have sent a questionnaire to the experienced Toastmasters and asked them what are the strategies they are using while preparing and delivering the speech in Toastmasters. So those strategies can be applied anywhere. So at the end of every topic, there will be a box called, in the presentation, there will be a box called expert tip. Expert tip is in the direct feedback received from the experienced Toastmaster. So that is how you're going to learn. So having said that, let us move on to the first aspect of the preparation. So this, to deliver an excellent speech, you require only 2 ingredients. One is your preparation. Next one is the practice. So what is the first aspect in the preparation? Preeti, can you move on to your, thanks. So in the first aspect of the preparation is that comprehend your project. So understand why you need to give this speech. Let's say, for example, you want to give a corporate presentation to your manager, to your MD. Understand why you're going to give that presentation. What are the aspects you will look at it? With respect to Toastmasters terms, we have an educational track where each of the project will carry the particular objective. So how to understand that? You have to log into your Toastmasters. You have to log into your Toastmasters portal and then go through the project completely. So what do I mean by going through the project completely? Start from the beginning and then understand what is this project is all about, and then what is the objective of the speech. For an example, I can give you an example. In Pathways, there is a project called evaluation and feedback. In this project, you need to do 3 activities. You need to give 2 speeches and 1 evaluation. So first speech is that you need to give speech on any topic for 5 to 7 minutes. And then the second speech is that you have to incorporate the feedback received in the first speech. That is your second speech. And then third speech is you have to evaluate someone. How do I know that? Because I have understood that project completely. So as whenever you want to give a presentation, understand your project, understand what is the idea of get the clarity of your project as well as speech objective. Then in the Toastmasters Pathways one, there are a lot of beautiful videos along with the project manual. So go through that also. It will give you tips while preparing your script. And it will also give you tips for preparing or selecting the speech ideas. And then one important thing in Toastmasters is that fulfilling your objectives are mandatory one. Every speech will have an objective. For example, in the second speech, which I told just now, you have to incorporate the feedback. Otherwise, you have to repeat your speech. I can give another example also. In the previous speech which I gave, it was about communication plan. I have to create a communication plan and have to explain what are the steps I took for creating the communication plan, how will I communicate and so on. So this is my project objective. If I had not read the project objective, I would have prepared a different speech. So meeting the project objective is highly important. Then how will you learn about the project objective? You have to go through your project completely. So now, Preeti, can you click one time? Yes. So what are the tips with the experts or experienced Toastmasters use? So get the clarity on your project and speech objective. In non-Toastmasters terms, get the clarity of why you're going to give the speech, and then your speech objective should be the central message of your entire speech. And then download the project material for future reference. You can download the project material completely for that can be used for your future reference. This one I recommended because yesterday when I was about to go through the Pathways one, it was saying service interrupted. So whenever you are preparing the speech, I recommend you to download the project completely, including the evaluation form. So that is a highly recommendation. So now, as a first step, you have understood what is your project objective and your speech objective. Now you have the clarity. Can we move on to the next one? Now, when the objective is ready, let's say I can give an example. I need to give a speech on communication plan. This is my objective. Now, how do I generate the speech ideas on what topic, on what area I'm going to speak? Yes, that's the beauty of Toastmasters. Toastmasters doesn't give you what to speak. It will give you what is your objective. Based on that objective, you can select any topic if you want. So list out your interest. For example, if your hobby is doing yoga, going to gym, you can also give a speech based on that, provided you are able to fit in the objective related to it. For example, if you're going to give a speech on habit creation, you can incorporate your gym habits, your yoga habits, and so on. And then one more criteria that you need to check while selecting the speech area is whether it is applicable to all. For an example, if someone speaks, if the audience is in Toastmasters, most of the audience will be interested to hear only the topics related to personality development and your communication skill, all those things. If you are able to identify relevant topics, then you can strike a chord with the audience. At the same time, in corporate presentation, you do not have that much flexibility, where you have to restrict yourself to your business performance, your team's performance. So that is where that's the difference comes in. And then having selected your speech area, and then you have identified the applicability also, then you have to do the sufficient research for that topic. It is not that I know all, I can frame this. No. You have to do the research. For example, I did a speech on a topic called grit. Grit is nothing but determination. So for that, when I researched, I found that there is a book on grit. there is a huge research has been done on this topic, how grit plays an impact on the success of a person. There has been studies conducted. So I included all those studies, results of the studies in my speech. So do your research on the speech area which you have selected. So research can be, I strongly recommend that do not restrict to yourself what is available in the internet alone. Refer to books, because internet is mostly, it's a factoid. What do I mean by factoid is unverified information. I can publish anything I want, but yes, there are verified information. Get only the verified information and then refer to books, other publications. So you can refer the articles which are published in newspapers also, and so on. So let us hear what does the expert say on this one. So can you make one click on this one? Yes. So here there are Toastmasters where they go through their entire path at once. For example, for all others, for the awareness of all, in Toastmasters you need to select something called path. Path is nothing but theme on which your speech will be based on. For example, the theme which I have selected is visionary communication. That is called as pathways. Here, each path will have 5 levels in it. Each level will have multiple projects, and within the project you have different speeches also. There are Toastmasters who will go through the entire level or entire pathway so they can know what is their entire theme is about, and then based on that idea of overall awareness, they will jot down the speech ideas whenever it comes to them. For example, if I want to give a speech on visionary communication is nothing but I can take a speech where I can take an instances where the vision of a person has turned around a company. There are a lot of instances where the company would have been performing bad, but one guy comes in who has a different vision and he turns around the entire company. So I can give a speech on that. There are a lot of cases like that. So once I have the awareness of the entire path and levels, I can know what are the topics on which I want to base my speech upon, and then have a repository of the speech ideas. So, well, just one more strong recommendation is you must take the topics which are relevant to your personal experiences, hobbies, and so on. Have a personal touch. If you have a personal touch, you can strike a chord in the audience. So so far you have understood why you're going to give the speech. What's the speech objective or the project objective? Then you have collected the idea or the area in which you're going to give the speech. The third one is can we move on to the next one? The third one is you have to write the script. For example, if you're doing an MC of a corporate event, you have to write the script word by word. So that is where that's how much important it is. So how do I start writing the script? It is this. For example, some people will have an hesitant that will I be able to write it completely? For them, I have a tip. Just start with an outline. This is how I do. Whenever I need to prepare a speech script, I start with an outline. After doing all the research, I will start with an outline. I will jot down the main points. What are the things which I want to say? And then what are the main points which I want to say? And then how do I want to conclude? So based on that, I will elaborate it later. Then follow the strategy called opening, body, and conclusion. So you have to have a good introduction. For example, I started with a quote, "Sweat in peace so that you do not bleed in war." Why I started with that is it immediately attracts the audience. So start with an eye-catching introduction. Most of the introductions can be like this. I can generalize this way. Ask questions, stimulate the curiosity in the audience. For example, when I say that quote, you will immediately think that what is he going to say? So start with the why of your project. It's again a why. Start with why you're going to give this speech. What that introduction should answer the why. And then the body should have the main points, 3 to 5 main points which you want to say. And then conclude by summarizing it. or you can also end with an apt quote. This is the strategy which you can follow in public speaking. And then one more important thing in the script writing is that you have to review the script with the mentor. See, you can involve, there are Toastmasters who are involving the mentor right from the outline stage itself. Right? That is right from the speech ideas itself, they will contact the mentors and they will guide, they will get their feedback. And then there are Toastmasters who will send the script to mentors after completing it. It depends on your wish. But you have to get the feedback from your mentor on the script prepared so that his feedback also can also refine your script. So now, having understood writing the script and these strategies which you can use, let us hear from what does the experienced Toastmasters say. So can you make one click? Yes. Identify your core message. What is a core message? Your speech objective. Then follow opening, body, and conclusion. There is one Toastmaster who has very specific. He says that opening should have approximately 60 words and body should have approximately 500 words. Conclusion should have 150 words. So approximately it is 700 words, 700 to 720 words approximately. So he says that if we have these much words, this much length, you can give a speech of 5 to 7 minutes. Because timing is also important in a Toastmaster speech. Then, in the body, you have to restrict yourself only to the 3 to 5 main points. See, for example, there is a topic called critical thinking. Okay, critical thinking is nothing but thinking logically, rationally to arrive at a conclusion. You can explore a lot on this topic, but you have a restriction called 5 to 7 minutes. Within that 5 to 7 minutes, you have to give a only limited amount of points so that it stimulates a curiosity. It is not that I know all, I can dump the things in you. No. Limit your core ideas to the 3 to 5 main points. And then one more thing is that you can also share the script outline to the mentor also. As I've said already, you can involve the mentor preparation in all these things. So having now we have completed the preparation part. So in the preparation, we have understood why we are doing the project. We have understood what are the strategies which you can use for the speech ideas, and then how to write the script. We also heard or got the strategies from the experienced Toastmaster. Let us move on to the other aspects. Practicing. Can we move on to the next one? So before practicing, first you must get familiar with the venue. For example, this is I'm giving a speech on this one. So let's say, for example, if you're going to give a speech in Andhra Chamber of Commerce, you should have prepared before week itself, where you have to come to the stage, you have to get the feel of how the stage is, where you can stand and so on. And then you have to check where is the microphone will be placed, how is the visual aid is going to be, whether you will be standing behind the visual aid, and how is the audience location, all those things. In short, you have to visualize where you're going to present, where you're going to give this speech. So why? Because this will give you comfort level while giving the speech. If you're not comfortable while giving the speech, you cannot deliver the speech to your best. And then if you have knowledge on the venue which you're going to present, you can plan your delivery. For example, there are speeches where some Toastmasters you will use some props, tables, and so on. If you know the space of the stage, you can plan your delivery of the usage of props and so on. And now this is with respect to the offline. With respect to the online, you have to consider additional things. For example, you have to prepare your device ahead. You should not have any audio and voice issues while you are presenting. And one more thing which I recommend is that use laptop whenever you want to give an important presentation to your higher corporate officials, and place your laptop at a steady place. And one more thing which I want you to consider is that if you are working from home, ensure that there is no disturbance whenever you are present, whenever you are presenting an important presentation to your corporate or to your Toastmaster. So these are the aspects which you want to consider while presenting in online, and when you are presenting offline, you have to consider the venue, local locations, all those things. So having understood this, let us know what is from the expert. What does the expert say? Can you make a click? So the experienced Toastmasters recommend that you have to come early to the venue. For example, today I came a little earlier by 10:05, so I was able to confirm who is going to share the screen and how it is going to be shared, all those things. So if you come early to the venue, you will be better prepared. And then awareness of the microphone and the timer, and then start in the center of the stage. So whenever you want to present, you have to start from the center of the stage. Sorry. So now we have covered one leg of your practice part. So let us move on to the important aspect in the practicing. Can we move on to the next one? Can we move on to the next slide? Yeah. So the most important thing while giving a speech is that is you have to rehearse. So while rehearsing, you will get a query. Do I need to memorize it? No. You have to practice ideas, not words. So you have to practice in such a way that you have to have a core idea. For example, whenever I present, I used to do this word. Introduction, I need to give a quote or something curious. Then I need to connect the body and the introduction. Why? And then body will have 3 to 5 main points, and then move on to conclusion. This is a strategy which I use. Then you can also prepare an outline of your entire speech. And then one more thing is that is while preparing is that you have to read your script completely. First read as if you are reading a book. That will help you to grasp many other hidden things in your script also. After doing all these things, you have to plan your delivery. What do I mean by planning the delivery? But certain situations where you have to raise your voice modulation, certain situations where you have to use the appropriate gestures, you can plan all those things while doing the rehearsing itself. So one more important aspect is that all the Toastmasters speeches are timed. I know that I have exceeded time. It is right. So all the Toastmasters speeches are timed one. It is 5 to 7 minutes or 15 to 20 minutes and so on, because you have to restrict yourself to that time so that you can be concise and clear to the entire audience. So whenever you are rehearsing it, time all the rehearsals. So when I started, I used to rehearse a speech for 10 times. Each of the time I ensure that I improvise on my timing and then I improvise on my delivery. So what is the experts? What does the expert say? So can you make a click? So the experienced Toastmasters use these strategies. They have a mind map to remember the points. They use the timer while rehearsing, and then they will rehearse multiple times. So I've collected there some Toastmasters, they feel that 3 times rehearsing is enough. Some feel that 10 times, some feel that 20, depends on your own potential. You are the best judge of yourself. So the frequency of your rehearsals depends on your own experience. So far, you have seen these 2 legs of the preparation. One is the getting awareness of the venue or the mode you want to present, and then rehearsals. Then the final one, can we move on to the next one? Final one is that is improving the speech. See, when you write the script, you will have a different idea, but when you say, you will feel that, yes, introduction can be said this way, or the conclusion can be refined more. So improvise the speech regularly at every rehearsal. For example, let's say in a rehearsal, you have identified that you're getting stuck at a point. In the next rehearsal, focus on that point alone. Ensure that you do not get stuck. Ensure that error goes off, and then move on to the other aspects. So at every time you practice, focus on one aspect and then move on, so that your project will improvise gradually. So at the end of a 10 to 12 speech session, you will have a refined speech. You will wonder, am I the one who has created this one? So, and then get the feedback from your family or friends. Now we are living in an online world. You can record your speeches and so on. So using this, you take the advantage of all the facilities which is available. First, start with delivering your speech in front of a mirror. When you're confident, yes, I've reached a certain level, record it and send it to your mentor and send it to your well-wishers. So this will help you to further improvise all those things. This aspect will help you when you're preparing to contest or when you're preparing for an important corporate presentation. Can we get more heard from the experts? Can you make one click? Yeah. They say that some say that they will read first. They will read the script with voice modulation and body language, so that they can know where they can raise the voice, what are the gestures to be used, and so on. Then they will rehearse in front of mirror and family members, and then improve the delivery and the timing on every rehearsals. Then they will record the speech and send to mentor. Now, so far, whatever you have seen is that is all the preparations, practices and preparations which you have to do before the day of the presentation. On the day, what you need to do. Can we move? Can we move to the next slide? So on the day of the delivery, first thing is that is you have to present yourself well, dress well for the event. For example, if it is a corporate event, if it is wear a blazer, present yourself well. So that will boost up your confidence. Then have a mental rehearsal. This is how I used to do. Whenever before I present, I visualize that I'm presenting in myself. I visualize the audience reception. So this will enhance your confidence. Then one more thing is that is before starting the speech, ensure you drink enough water because you will get thirsty when you speak continuously. Then first thing which you have to do when you enter the speech is that do not do anything. Calm down, because if you get in a stage, your fear creeps up. So to calm that down, just be still and just take 2 or 3 breaths. That will help you to create a flow. Once you have the flow on the stage, then there's no force. Then you'll be unstoppable. Give your best. So what does the experts say on this one? So here, one most important thing is that is do not rush to share your learning. You can present only limited aspects of your speech idea in a 5 to 7 minute speech. It is utterly impossible to share all the knowledge which it is. You are giving the speech not to prove that you have the knowledge. No, you are giving the speech in order to stimulate the audience. That is the objective. Yes, that is the core objective of the entire communication speech. You have to kindle the interest and then add humor to the speech if required. Sorry for that. So can we move on? So on a whole, we have seen different aspects for preparation and practice. In summary, you have to understand the why of your speech, the project objective, and then select an appropriate speech idea, write the script, share it with your mentor, refine it more, and then get an idea of where you want to present. Then having the idea of where you want to present, plan your speech, plan your delivery, how you want to deliver, and then present yourself well for the day. So remember one thing, what differentiates between an excellent speaker and an average speaker is the effort that a best speaker puts into the book. It's the preparation that matters. So with all this said, I want everyone to go through this. I'll share this one also. I want everyone to go through this. I want everyone to follow these steps religiously so you can achieve your vision. You can hit the bullseye of the vision. So with this said, I would like to sign off. Over to TMOD on this one.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Karthik. That was highly informative and a lot of takeaways. I think, as you said, you might have to share the PPT so that we can read it again and again to understand. Thank you very much. So let's take a quick, let's take a 10 minutes break and come back for a TT session.
Hello, am I audible?
Yep.
Yes. So, timer, can I have the, like, we have only one speaker today. Is that speaker qualified?
Qualified.
Sorry?
Qualified.
Okay, thank you. And see, I have shared the forms for the attendance. Can you please get your attendance full? Like, I did not get much response as of now when compared to the crowd that we have offline and online. Please mark your attendance and we'll meet after 10 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gayatri,
Yes,
as a
please.
TR, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
shall we start? Gayatri?
Gayatri, Toastmaster Gayatri, are you there?
They are all in offline, I guess.
Welcome back. So hope you all had a nice tea and biscuits, even those at online. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So next, let's get on to the next session. I now hand over the stage to our PMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri. So we'll have another exciting session, the table topics, which will be conducted by Toastmaster Anirudh. He's studying BCom final year and he's also learning design and piano. His hobbies are watching, playing cricket, watching tennis, listening to music, singing, and doing dub smash. Over to you, Toastmaster Anirudh.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So hope I am audible. Hope I am audible and visible.
Yes, you are.
Yes. So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So now we move on to the butterfly session, which is the interesting session called Table Topics. And today I will be playing the role of the Table Topics Master. So for the benefit of the guest, Table Topics is an impromptu session of a Toastmasters meeting where the speakers will have to think on their feet and respond to questions with unrehearsed mini speeches. And the table topic speakers will have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Green card will be shown at 1 minute. Amber card will be shown at 1 minute 30 seconds. And red card will be shown at 2 minutes with 30 seconds grace time. And table topics is always fast, lively, and entertaining. So before we start, I would like to mention a quote. We never fail until we stop trying. So that is an interesting quote. And the full form of fail is first attempt in learning. So I would request all the speakers to try speaking something about the topic, even if the topic is not familiar. And speakers can take 20 seconds time to think and plan their table topic speech before they start speaking, if the topic is not familiar straight away. So I hope we will all enjoy this session. Now let's get started. So I have 12 numbers. The first speaker I would like to call Toastmaster Sriram. Can you select a number from 1 to 12?
8.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me share the screen. Yeah, I hope my screen is visible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is your topic. What's the silliest thing you are pretty good at? What's the silliest thing you are pretty good at? Over to you, Toastmaster Sriram.
Yeah.
Shall I stop sharing the screen or?
Yeah, you can stop sharing the screen.
Yeah, okay. Over to you.
It's a nice topic. What is the silliest thing you're good at? See a lot of one. So timer, you can start the time now. Okay. So from my childhood days, I've been associated with not just humans, but also with animals. Okay, and the sense we had a pet dog in our colony. See, those days we were in colonies. Okay, and what happened is that this dog used to be very as you know, generally animals are arrogant, and the silliest part is that I had to deal with this dog for quite amount of time during the day because I didn't have much work to do, right? So what I used to do is, like, whenever there is something happening, I used to call this dog Johnny. Johnny is the name of the dog, and the next time, I used to, I became very close to it for a period of time, and my mother used to do a lot of, house cleaning. Of course, I used to help her as well. Once it happened that she was trying to clean the almirah. That time, rats popped in. Okay, rats are very fast. They are very shrewd thinking, and they have very fast vision, I can say. So the moment I started trying to catch the rat, but it's almost impossible. So I used to call this Johnny dog, and he used to just rush, and I used to call it a different kind of voice, so that it understands that it is trying to catch the rat. So I used to call it something like, which is quite different from the usual, and it could be a silly thing, but it made the day. What happened is that the next moment the dog came, caught the rat, and ran away. And my mother used to really enjoy this, saying that it saved a lot of time and effort. Yeah, so so what I mean to say is, Toastmasters, in real life we have a lot of things to do. There may be silly things, but try to find ways to solve problems. It will help you a lot. Thank you. What you, Toastmaster?
Thank you so much, Sriram sir. It was really interesting to know about your silliest thing. So next speaker, I would like to call Toastmaster Karthik PJ, sir, offline.
Yes, Anirudh, you are able to hear me?
Yes. So 8 is done. Can you choose remaining numbers? 1 to 7 and 9 to 12. Any one number?
4.
4. Okay. Let me share my screen again. This is another. So this is your topic. How do you feel about clowns? How do you feel about clowns? Over to you, Toastmaster Karthik.
Yeah. So when I see this topic, I remember the clowns which are there in the theme parks. So especially the clowns of this Tom and Jerry characters, of Mickey Mouse characters, all those things. I remember only those things, those people. So you can derive a metaphor from them. So though they might have the difficulties in their lives, so when they wear that mascot in them, they will entertain all the children. So similar to that, we can learn something from them. Similar to that, what we can do is, though we'll have a lot of difficulties in our life, we'll be having our own struggles and so on. We have to keep that struggles aside, and we have to ensure that we spread positivity and optimism to others. How the positivity or optimism will come? It has to start within. When the optimism or the positivity starts within, it can radiate it can radiate to others. I like one dialogue from the movie Inception. An idea is like a virus. It can spread. So it's just like a meme. Similarly, your positivity and optimism is also a virus. You can spread. On the actual virus, it will cause harm, but the positivity or optimism, it will bring in the it will bring in good and optimism to all. So what we can infer from the clowns is that though we have difficulties within ourselves, we have to keep the difficulties aside and we have to spread optimism and positivity to others. For that, start the optimism and positivity within yourself. So thanks, Anirudh, for giving this different and unique topic. Over to TM.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Karthik sir. Yeah, so we can indeed be positive and optimistic going forward. And now next speaker, I would like to call Toastmaster Prabhat. Are you available? Yeah, so 8 and 4 are done. Any other numbers?
So actually, I would like to go for 6.
6. Okay, so 1 minute. Yeah, so this is your topic. Would you rather be the funniest or the smartest person in the room? Why? Would you rather be the funniest or the smartest person in the room? And why? Over to you, Toastmaster Prabhat.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I would like to be the funniest person rather than being a smartest person. The reason is that the funniest person can bring smile in the face of somebody. Smartest person can do something for themselves, but the funniest person can do something for somebody else. In my personal life, I have seen so many people who are smart, but they are serious all the time. And because of their seriousness, they are always thinking about something to achieve something in their life, and because of their personal life is not actually happy. On the other side, if you see a person called Mr. B, he is a very silent person, but the activity which he does, it is bringing the smile on the face of the people, and it is actually entertaining people. So with this, I would like to say thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prabhat. Next, I would like to call guest Kalpesh Patel. Yes, so 8, 6, and 4 are done. Other numbers.
I'll take 1.
Okay, first one. This is your topic. Who is your favorite Disney hero or heroine? Would you trade places with them? Who is your favorite Disney hero or heroine? Would you trade places with them? Over to you, guest Kalpesh.
Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I just want to share with you, I don't know much about Disney and all, but my daughter used to see that, this is kind of cartoon channels. So that, one more thing, the people are creating such kind of scenarios based, stories, so that, people or mostly the child love to see how they are playing, how they working with each other, and how they as a team, how they are working. So mostly these cartoons always give this, positive vibes to the children, so that children also can learn from them how they can talk, how they can give, how they can help the friends. and that would be the good thing. But nowadays, many things is going on the wrongly way also. Most of these cartoons are not good to see or to the children and all. So I don't know much about Disney and all, so I can't speak much about this topic. So thank you for giving me a chance to speak. Thanks.
Thank you, guest Kalpesh. That was a good try. So next we'll move on to some of offline members. Toastmaster Anand.
Yes, Toastmaster Anirudh.
Yes, 8, 4, 6, 1 are completed. Any other number you can choose.
Okay. 2.
Okay, 1 minute. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah, this is your topic. If you were famous, what would you be famous for? If you were famous, what would you be famous for? Over to you, Toastmaster Anand.
Okay. So thank you, table topic master, Toastmaster Anirudh. The topic is that if you were famous, what you would be famous for? Okay. Yes. So if I'm a famous, I would be a famous in guiding and coaching the people on health as well as on the wellness. If you take this today's scenario, a lot of psychosomatic diseases, as well as if you see that lifestyle diseases, day by day it's increasing. And also the World Health Organization, they have predicted that India is going to be the capital of the diabetes in the year 2025. Okay. So if I've been a famous guy, I challenge the status quo in the current medical practices. Why? Because, right, in today's scenario, they are giving prescription medication, which has been associated with a lot of side effects. But I know that there are a lot of remedies available naturally. That is nothing but your own diets, right? Right. Diabetic is a metabolic disease. It cannot be managed with the medication. It can be managed only with the dietary modification. I make the people throw away all the drugs which is toxic to the human being. I'll make the people to take the diet, right? Make the person healthy, wealthy, or throughout the life without any harmful side effect. That was a thing I will do if I was a famous guy. Thank you, Toastmaster Anirudh, for giving a wonderful topic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. That was a very good speech, actually. And I've heard you guide a lot of people about many health benefits and all. So it's indeed wonderful to hear. Next, I would like to call guest Paramaguru from offline. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so 8, 4, 6, 1 and 2 are done. You can choose other numbers.
3.
Okay, 1 minute. Yes, hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah, so this is your topic. If you could choose your dreams, what would you prefer to dream about? If you could choose your dreams, what would you prefer to dream about? Over to you, guest Paramaguru.
Yeah, in the slide itself, it is showing as some people, when people are sleeping. In okay, so if I choose a dream, okay.
Can I stop sharing? Got the topic?
Yes, I got the topic.
You can take 20 seconds to think and speak.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so I prefer to dream about how to become a millionaire, multi-millionaire. So how to,
So this tells what do you prefer, how do you dream about, what do you want to become in the future, how you want to develop yourself in the future. You can tell something about that.
Okay, so
Yeah, Anirudh, you can think.
I don't know how to, convey my sentence. So probably in next session, next session, I will be able to tell you.
Okay, just introduce yourself then.
So yeah, myself, Paramaguru, I'm from Chennai. So I'm working in HDFC Bank as a functional analyst. My hobbies are I used to watch movies and read some motivational books. So why I choose Toastmaster is when I was searching for public speaking skills. So I searched in websites. So I got I got this Toastmaster. So I went through all the YouTube videos in the Toastmaster. There is a YouTube channel. So I just went through all the videos. So I got impressed with all the speakers who were speaking in this YouTube channel. So I decided to join Toastmasters, but I don't know how to join or so I checked with some on the websites. I got there are clubs over in Toastmaster. So I thought of joining and I searched for nearby Toastmaster and I found here in Nandanam here. So why I joined here Toastmaster is, so in my office I would present some meetings and so I need some communication skill as well as so I want to present some seniors. Okay, they expect more. Whenever I'm presenting presentation or any, in the function analyst, no. So while I need to present some technical aspect, in technical aspect I would be able to communicate well. But in if I speak, if I speaking with seniors, no, I don't know what are all the sentence I need to put for effective speaking. For that, I just I need some more public, as well as I'm really interested in the public speaking. So, and motivational speaking. Whenever I used to speak, used to watch some YouTube videos. I really, I got impressed with, for example, if I watching some YouTube videos like speaker like Anand Srinivasan, who is a, public speaker as well as is a financial analyst. So whenever I watch his videos, I really got impressed and. So whenever he used to speak, he preferably used to speak like self-improvement and how to mental healthness, and so I got impressed and I want to, and I thought after that I got impressed to become a public speaker. So I joined the Toastmasters. I found, I searched many reviews also. The public reviews, there were good reviews about Toastmaster where you can build your communication skills and public speaking. So I thought of joining, and today is my first. So I don't know I don't know how to speak, and this is the first time I'm standing in the stage. So I don't know what are all, various speakers spoke about the topics and the projects. Going forward in the next session, I would be able to communicate, and I think I will be better. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guest Paramaguru. Actually, the introduction itself, you have spoken for a long time. I don't think for a first timer you can speak for a long time for just introducing yourself. So hats off to you. You did a great job. So next, I would like to call Toastmaster Gayatri. Are you available offline? You can take this same topic that I gave to him.
Yes. Can you share the topic again?
Yes, it visible now?
Yes.
If you could choose your dreams, what would you prefer to dream about? Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anirudh. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. And thank you, Toastmaster Anirudh, for giving me such a wonderful topic. The topic that I would love to dream about is to have a good, peaceful meal by watching TV without any disturbance from others, from my kids or from anyone. It usually happens that only when I sit down to have a meal, like, be it lunch or dinner, the next second I'll get up, someone would call me, Mummy, I want this help. Can you please come and help me? I'll say, see, just now I sat down to have my dinner. Why do you want to call me now? Can't you wait for 10 minutes? No, this has to be done immediately. Then I'll ask, okay, what is the deadline for you to complete it? The next day, I need to submit it to my teacher. Then I'll say, see, if it can wait for 2 days, can you please give me 10 minutes for me to eat? No, it has to be done immediately. So I'll immediately have one mouth of my food and then I'll go and I'll have to help one of my kids. Then the next time, again, when I come and when I resume my food, the next one will start. Mummy, can you please help me go to terrace so that I can go and play? I'll say, see, please hold on. I'll come with you. Give me 5 minutes. I'll quickly finish up. He'll say, no, can you please come with me? So I'll have to carry my plate along with me to the terrace, open the terrace door so that he'll play. Playing is nothing, just running around in the terrace. So for that, that disturbs my meal. So when I sleep, I always want to dream about having a good meal peacefully. Maybe by God's grace, if I can watch something on the TV, that will really help. If not, without any disturbance. Thank you, Toastmaster Anirudh, for this wonderful topic.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri. I'm sure most of you like to watch TV and have meals together. Great speech. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Tenzin. Are you available?
Yes, I am.
Yes. So 8, 6, 4, 1, 2, 3 are done.
1.
No. 8, 6, 4, 1, 2, 3 are done. Remaining numbers 4, 5. You can choose. 5, 7, 9 are all available. You can choose any number.
5, 7, 9. 7.
I hope my screen is visible. This is your topic. What's the best or worst prank you have played on someone? What's the best or worst prank you have played on someone? Over to you, Toastmaster Tenzin.
Okay. Yeah, it's quite difficult to imagine immediately right now, but okay, it's very unique and interesting topic. Thank you. And yeah, I think there are lots of bells that I would like to talk about something best I have pranked. What should I say is, okay. Oh, something worse than, okay. When I was in school, I never used to be fail till my graduate. So in the middle of my class, when we just finished the exam, one of my close friends has pranked me that felt about this some topic, some subject. That time I was so shocked and bewildered. So I have nothing to say and nothing to do at that time. I thought he's my close friend and he is very definitely saying very truly, and he was very impartial and independent talking about it. So I was very nervous and I was very panicked. And that time I also don't like to go for outside to see my result
and how the I got was the result was it. Then many people's congratulations on me. You got a great job and you was the third position. So this was the worst prank did by my friend, who is my close friend, but he was just played with me. Thank you, Toastmaster of Double Topic. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tenzin. Next is Toastmaster Prithviraj available.
Hi, Toastmaster.
Yes, so 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. Choose a number between them.
12.
12. Okay. Yeah, so this is one topic is related to the speech that Toastmaster Madhupriya gave. Hope my screen is visible.
Yeah.
This is your topic. Would you rather never use social media again or never watch TV again? Would you rather never use social media again or never watch TV again? Over to you, Toastmaster.
Actually, can I do the previous question? I mean, previous
11.
The one about
previous number?
Yeah, the previous number. Yeah.
Okay, one minute. Yeah, this is your topic. If you could be invisible for one day, what would you do? If you could be invisible for one day, what would you do? Over to you, Toastmaster Prithviraj.
Why is that your topic? Okay. This is a very good topic, and thank you for the great suggestion. I think if I were invisible for one day, I would do what everyone else does. And I would like to ask everyone, what would you do if you're invisible for one day? And since this is a table topic, no one will respond to me, so I'll respond myself. If I were invisible for one day, I would do this. I would rob a bank. But unfortunately, most banks today carry digital money. Barely anyone has cash in the wallet, so I'm out of luck there. Can't rob a bank. What else would I do? I would do what I do every day. Sit at home, look in the mirror and see nothing. Take a picture, floating phone, put it on Instagram. People say it's edited. And then I would go to sleep, wake up and not be invisible. Then I'd be like, huh, I was invisible yesterday. That was crazy. That's it. That's all I would do. So thank you for the topic. And
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Prithviraj. TM Modi, can we take 2 more topics?
Yes, Anirudh. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 more topics. So is Toastmaster Madhusudanan available?
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah. Good morning, Arvind.
Yes, 5, 9.
Sorry, Anirudh.
5, 9, 10, 12. Which number you want?
Sorry, what? Can you please? Can I take the topic? What Tenzin took? That is topic number 7.
Same topic you want?
Yeah. The topic is 7.
I'll just read it out then. Yeah, what's the best or worst prank you've played on someone?
Exactly. That one.
Or worst prank you've played on someone. Over to you.
Can we show it on the screen?
Okay.
Okay, good morning, everyone present here. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests present here and on offline. and online. So I played a lot of pranks in my school and also in my college. The recent prank I played is on my friend. His name is Raghav. He's one of my classmates in my college. You know, me and my friend, two of my friends played a prank on him. We just said that, hey, come on here. See, that girl just inquired about you. We just told him. He got very excited and asked me about him. Can please introduce me to her? And I said that, okay, that's fine. But you have to give what we want. In return, we would ask for some snacks or something like that in the canteen. And that prank went on for like 1 week or so. And we never introduced that guy to the girl. And one day he got very like irritated and came to us that, is the girl really true or false? And we just showed that yeah, that girl is true. And we went on and showed that this is the girl, and that girl is actually the computer science HOD. And that's what. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Madhusudanan. For the last topic, last but not the least, I would like to call the President, Toastmaster Preeti. Are you available?
Yes, Anirudh.
Yeah, 5, 9, 10, 12. Which number you want?
5.
One minute. I hope my screen is visible. This is your topic. If you could choose any person from history to be your imaginary friend, who would it be and why? If you could choose any person from history to be your imaginary friend, who would it be and why? Over to you, Toastmaster Preeti.
I don't think of any person from history for now, and but I would choose any fun-loving person who do so much of comedies and things. So if we were with such kind of friends, and our life would be very happy and and filled with fun. I remember a person. I don't know his name. I read it in my Tamil book when I was 7th or 8th standard board. That person would make fun even when he was admitted in the hospital when he was so serious. So such kind of person, no, they'll make our life really beautiful, and they make us to enjoy and love our life as well. So if I would choose maybe that person, I'll come up with a name in future, but I couldn't remember for now. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Preeti. So that will conclude the table topic session for today. I hope we all had a great time in the table topic session. Now I will hand over the control to the Toastmaster of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Priyadarshini.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anirudh. Yeah, I think Timer, you can tell the qualified speakers to Gayatri.
You are not audible.
I'm audible now?
No, not much. See, actually, I want the qualified speakers for the table topics.
Except Guru, Paramaguru. Yes, Paramaguru, all the speakers are qualified.
Okay.
Helping in private chat also.
Fine. Okay. I'll send the Google form. So please vote for the best table topic speakers, and also please mark your attendance. Like most of you have not done it. Please mark your attendance, and there are 2 guests online, I believe. Please share your details in the guest form. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's move on to the third session, which is evaluation session. So let me call our general evaluator, Toastmaster Saravanan, for the evaluation. Yeah, good.
Welcome everyone back to the meeting. Now we have come to the last and third stage of our meeting, which is the evaluation session. We have seen speaker making a speech on the first part of our meeting. Here, a seasoned evaluator will give his feedback about the speech, which will have a positive as well as opportunities which need to be worked upon in the subsequent speeches by the speaker. Today, the speech given by Madhupriya is being evaluated by distinguished Toastmaster Nadha Rao sir. As he has a list of achievements, I like to share few of it for our fellow members. He is a chartered member and past president of MTC. He has held leadership position as area director and also divisional director. He has won 3 consecutive best paper presentation awards from Computer Society of India. He has mentored around 24 EXCO members from the year 2009 to 2021. He has achieved an educational award like distinguished Toastmaster, and he is a certified project management professional. He is a vivid reviewer who mainly focuses on reading scriptures related to Sanatana Dharma. He also enjoys visiting historical temple via a long drive. Now I call upon DTM Tirunavaram sir to give his evaluation report on TM Madhupriya speech. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, General Evaluator and fellow Toastmasters and distinguished member guests. Toastmaster Madhupriya, I can appreciate her. She is giving level 4 project. I think I assume this is the first project after she has become area director from our club. So first and foremost, Toastmaster Madhupriya has fulfilled her objective of this project, that is to share some aspect of her experience establishing and enhancing social media presence. So what is social media? There are 4 types of social medias: collaborative, blogs, community, and social networking sites. What I understand from Toastmaster Madhupriya's speech, she is predominantly developed her social media presence through community social media, that is YouTube. Coming to the delivery of this speech, her opening is fantastic because she has interacted with the audience and she asked how many of you are having social media accounts. That itself shows that all audience attracted towards her opening so that she can take in all the audience in her speech. An organization of speech, she has well structured with a very key points when she has delivered her speech. First and foremost, she told that she doesn't have a smartphone till 2015. So you can see how she has grown in social media presence in the last 7 years. Fantastic has done. And also she brought an analogy of like a social media is like a knife. And also she brought positive and negative aspects of the social media. And some of the interesting statistics also she brought in her speech, that 1.55 billion active editions in social media every day. And also in a Twitter, there is a limit for the message like 140 characters. So these are some of the important things we can see how well she has done the research before developing her speech. And coming to what are the areas of improvement? See, I understand she has done a YouTube and she is posting very frequently her motivational videos, and that title is called Sirpavanam. So she would have given some specific challenges what she has faced when developing her YouTube channel. That is one thing. And second thing, what I can say area of improvement is there any plan to improve what is existing social media presence? Suppose now she's having X number of followers and it has to go to 2x of followers. What she is planning to improve further presence in the social media. So these are the 2 areas of improvement. Opening is very good, and organizational content is body is very good. Conclusion, I think little bit improvement is required. So overall, she already proved she's a established her credibility publishing 2 books, and she journey towards media, social media presence tremendous. And also she has explained how one can get a results, experience, and benefits from social media. With this, all the best to Toastmaster Madhupriya for future projects. Over to GE.
With this evaluation report, 3 main formats of our meeting has been completed.
Can you please come closer, Saran?
With this, 3 main formats of our meeting has been completed. Before we wind up, I request TAC team to submit their report. First, I call upon Toastmaster Jacob to give his timer report. Toastmaster Jacob.
Let's share my screen. Can you see it? Please. For the text features, Toastmaster Madhupriya took 7 minutes 25 seconds. For the educational session, Toastmaster PJ Karthik took 30 minutes 19 seconds. For the table topics, Toastmaster Sriram sir took 2 minutes 11 seconds. And Toastmaster Karthik PJ took 2 minutes 5 seconds. Toastmaster Pradap took 1 minute 11 seconds. Guest Kalpesh Patel took 1 minute 2 seconds. Toastmaster Anand took 1 minute 46 seconds. Guest Paramaguru took 35 seconds. Toastmaster Gayatri took 1 minute 41 seconds. Toastmaster Tenzin took 2 minutes 12 seconds. Toastmaster Prithviraj took 1 minute 12 seconds. Toastmaster Madhusudanan took 1 minute 23 seconds. And finally, Toastmaster Preeti took 1 minute 6 seconds. For the evaluation, DTM Rao sir took 3 minutes 27 seconds. Thank you, and over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Jacob, for the crisp timer report. Now we move on to Toastmaster Muthu for his R counter report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Sarvana, I hope I'm audible and visible.
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. So in today's meeting, Toastmaster of the day has used R 3 times, 1 times, and so 2 times. General Evaluator has used R 4 times, 2 times, and so 3 times. In the prepared speech, we got Toastmaster Madhupriya. He has used so 3 times, 2 times. And in the table topic session, Toastmaster Sriram has used so 3 times, or 3 times, 1 time. And Toastmaster Karthik has used so 2 times, or 2 times. Toastmaster Prabhat has used so 1 time, or 3 times. Guest Kalpesh has used so 1 time, 1 time, and but 1 time, 2 times. And Toastmaster Anand has used so 1 time, but 1 time, or 2 time. And guest Paramaguru has used so 2 times, or 1 time, and 1 time. And Toastmaster Gayatri has used so 3 times, 2 times. And Toastmaster Tenzin has used so 3 times, or 3 times, and 2 times. Toastmaster Prithviraj has used so 2 times, and 2 times. Toastmaster Madhusudan has used 2 times, 2 times. And Toastmaster Preeti has used so 3 times, 2 times, and 1 time. And Toastmaster PJ Karthik has used 3 times, 2 times, and so 4 times. In the evaluation, Toastmaster DTM Rao sir has used so 2 times, 1 time, and 1 time. So with this, I hand over the control back to you, General Evaluator of the day.
Thank you, Muthu, for your counter report. Now I call upon Toastmaster PJ Karthik to submit his grammarian report.
So in the prepared speech session, Toastmaster Madhupriya used a beautiful quote called, "Be not afraid of going slow, but be afraid of being still." She used words like enhance and beautiful play in the words such as sculpture, sculpt the sculpture, influencer, consistency, and she said that 6 things required for a social media person. They are patient, creativity, consistency, time management, and perseverance. So these are the good usage of words from the prepared speaker Toastmaster Madhupriya. She has not used the word of the day and theme of the day. The second education session, myself, the word of the day usages 2 times and theme of the day usages once. And coming to the table topic session. So in the table topic session, overall, I could see only 2 topics are related to the theme and the word of the day. So because of the impact, there has been no usage of word and theme of the day. So I recommend that whoever is going to take the table topics, so ensure that all the topics are relevant to word of the day and theme of the day so that the speakers can use it. So with respect to the evaluation session, DTM Rao used words such as well-structured, well-researched, credibility, and areas of enhancements, and so on. So he has not used the word of the day and theme of the day. So that's all. This is my grammarian report. Over to general evaluator.
Thank you, PJ Karthik, for your grammarian report and also taking the role in a short notice. With this, we are at the end of today's meeting. Now I am about to give my report. On the overall, it started with some glitches at the early stage of today's meeting, but on the whole, it proceeded to a better ending towards it. I have few recommendations, like we cannot avoid latecomers or last-minute dropouts. If there is any guidelines, like they have to inform us 2 hours prior, could be an helpful thing, because when I was asking for grammarian, I was not aware that grammarian has not entered the meeting. And also TM Anand was preparing the evaluation sheet for third speaker, and he was not aware till last minute that Manu has dropped out. Till TMOD called upon special educational student, he was preparing for introducing the third speaker. If it's priorly informed, we can avoid this kind of hiccups. Coming back to the speech session, it went very well. Coming to the table topic session, as pointed out by grammarian PJ Karthik, if the topics were related to the theme and word of the day, it could have been very better, because even though the topics were very simple and easy to be attempted by even a starter, but it could have been nice if it was related to the theme and word of the day. Regarding the special session which has been done by PJ Karthik, my one thought is he would have avoided specifying the time limit, because it contradicts his own topic information itself. Other than that, all the things went smoothly. It was a nice meeting today. Over to you, TMOD, Toastmaster Priyadarshini.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Saravanan. That was a very detailed report for today's session. So I see, as per grammarian's report, that the usage of the word of the day and the theme of the day is minimal, but that is fine. But still, the impact of the word we should have a vision for, even for attending our Toastmaster. Everybody, I think in one of the previous speeches, I remember, I think PJ Karthik himself had told that we all need to have a vision for our Toastmaster journey. What is that we need to achieve? So I would encourage everybody to have a vision towards, be it in professional or personal or wherever. Have a vision, and please use this though not in the Toastmaster session plus, but use it in your daily life. Have a vision for your professional growth. With this, let me hand over. Overall, it was a great session. I mean, we thoroughly enjoyed PJ Karthik's session with a lot of information shared. With this, I will hand it over to Presiding Officer Preeti.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for stealing the show, first of all. I like the way how you introduce the word of the day with all the root words and the examples. I would suggest the future Toastmaster of the days also to use the same pattern, which is really helpful for us. And a special thanks to Toastmaster PJ Karthik for taking up such a wonderful educational session. It is really helpful, especially for the new members in preparing the script and giving the speech preparation and the delivery. Thank you so much, PJ Karthik. And thank you, Anirudh, for the wonderful table topic session. And we had a beautiful evaluation from DTM Rao sir. Overall, the meeting was well informative and educational. Gayatri, are the results ready? Before that, we'll get feedback from the guests. Are there any guests offline? Is there any guests offline? Sorry, I forgot the name.
Okay, so Toastmasters and guests, I would request all of you to fill the forms which are for the attendance, the guest contact form. See, actually, like I believe we have got 3 guests today, but I got the response only from 1. Please share your details so that our weekly membership will reach out to you. And then also please vote for the best table topics and the best role players to announce the results. Thank you.
Yeah, please vote for the same. And guest Paramaguru, can you please come forward and share your feedback about the session?
Yes.
How was the session?
Yeah, the session was very nice actually. So here I thought only the grammar and the public, how to speak. I thought this is a session is going to be here, but it's completely different. Like they are, the speaker, what is his name? So he told that it's kind of project and how to present and what are all the, words. So I really enjoyed it today. So hope I would continue this Toastmaster and to become a good speaker as well as a public and to improve communication. Really, I enjoyed. Thank you all for happy to be part of here. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for the feedback. Any other guests offline? So for the guest Paramaguru, I would like to add a few more points. You not only learn communication and leadership, communication here, equally we'll learn the leadership as well. So see, today's meeting was conducted, managed by Toastmaster Anand and the people who manage the tea and coffee distribution, or so many things. We have a lot of opportunity and we can learn the life skills as well here. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hope to see you as a member soon.
Thanks.
Gayatri, are the results ready?
Just give me a minute, please.
Okay. Also for the new Toastmasters, if you want to learn something more about Toastmasters, like the mentor session or taking the tag roles, and if you have any doubts on any of the roles, And please reach out to us. We'll have a education session, separate education session especially for you. Now the results are here. The best speaker is Toastmaster Madhupriya. Congratulations. Best table topic speaker, Toastmaster Anand. This is a hat-trick best table topics award for Toastmaster Anand. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Best evaluator, Toastmaster Rao sir. Congratulations, sir. Best role player, Toastmaster Priyadarshini. Congratulations, Toastmaster Priya. It was a very great job that you have done today. Best tag role player, Toastmaster PJ Karthik for the grammarian role. Congratulations, sir. And what is the meeting rating? So that was not shared, I think. Okay. Hope you all enjoyed the meeting today.
Yeah, the meeting rating is around 4.7.
Okay, it was a great rating. With this, I adjourn 627th meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club. We'll meet next week. Thank you.
So can we take a group photo?
Yeah, sure. Gayatri, can you please stop sharing this?
Shall we dip it and then?
I think people in online help us taking a snapshot.
Sure, sure. Madhusudan is not in the frame. Yeah, done.
Thank you all. So, Preeti, can you end the meeting then?